As we continue our series on social media site profiles, we're going to be talking about Snapchat today. And as you can see from this graph on the age distribution of social networks, Snapchat by far reaches a huge young audience of 18 to 24-year-olds. And just the millennial audience in general of 18 to 34 is 71% of their audience. So you don't find many people over the age of 34 on Snapchat. So it feels a little funny to be talking to you about Snapchat because you probably have much more experience using it than I do. So I'm not going to talk to you too much in detail about how to use the platform and what the platform is about, but more about how you can use it as an advertising vehicle and a marketing vehicle, which maybe you haven't thought of yet. But I do want to kind of show you this brief introductory video to Snapchat for those who may be not as familiar with the platform.
Snap is a camera company. We feel like we're really at the beginning of what cameras can do. Cameras have evolved from being just a piece of hardware, like a chip, to software that's connected to the internet. We're so excited that we get to contribute to the story of what the camera can be.
From the earliest days of Evan and I kind of designing this app together, this strong emphasis on building a product that makes people feel happy when they're using our service. A snap is a piece of content, layered with expression and sent in the moment. The decision to open up to the camera puts the emphasis on self-expression. And that's why on average, more than 60% of our community creates snaps every day. GeoFilters allow you to add fun art to your snaps based on where you are. Then there are lenses, which are a really cool way to experience the world through our camera. These creative tools are part of the reason why the average Snapchatter visits the app more than 18 times per day.
Our users come to Snapchat almost every waking hour because they want to tell their friends how they're feeling. The entire nature of our product is that it's active, not passive. By opening the app to the camera, we invite people to express themselves.
This company is insatiable when it comes to new product ideas. Ideas come from design, engineering, research, the business side. Every year we're putting out new things.
Our platform is a great storytelling platform. Advertisers also like to tell great stories. We have created some of the best mobile advertising products on the market. We approach this by building our advertising products on the same foundation that makes our consumer products great.
We approach innovation really differently at Snap. We try to take time to really listen to what our community wants from our products and then build those things.
Everyone here on the engineering team cares about building good software, but we also care a lot about thinking outside of conventions. There's a lot of excitement around the future of this idea that the camera can be a launch point for interactive experiences.
I think our community knows that they should expect the unexpected, right? Expect change from Snap. That's one of the things that makes us so excited about the future.
So as you can see from that graph that shows the products that they've developed, Snap has come quite a long way over time in creating more opportunities for users and for advertisers. So some facts and stats about Snapchat. They launched in September of 2011, and they were specifically designed for mobile video content. There are now 10 billion videos viewed per day on Snapchat. And the daily video views has increased 400% year over year. It would take 158 years to watch every Snapchat story on Snapchat. So with 10 billion video views per day on Snapchat, that's actually more than the number of video views on Facebook every day. Around 173 million active daily users are on Snapchat, and 65% of those daily users contribute content, which makes Snapchat have more contributions of content from its users than Twitter does. 76% of Snapchat users actually also purchase things online, which makes it a great opportunity for advertisers to reach them in that platform. So to look at some of the other statistics, the total number of monthly active users on Snapchat is 300 million plus, and that's of January of 2017. And the total number of daily active users is 173 million. And that is up from 150 million from just about a year earlier. So they've added about 23 million daily active users in just the past year. The number of Snapchat users who upload photos is about 65%, and the number of Snapchat daily video views is more than 10 billion, as we already mentioned. The number of snaps created every day from photos or videos is 1 million. And the average time spent per user on a daily basis on Snapchat is about 30 minutes, or at least 30 minutes plus. So the average Snapchat user actually creates 20 messages or snaps per day. Does that resonate with what you do? How active a Snapchat user are you? Do you make 20 messages or more, or 20 snaps or more per day, or are you not as frequent a user as that? That is the average. More than 400 million Snapchat stories are created every day, and active Snapchatters open the app 18 or more times every day. People under the age of 25 use Snapchat for 40 minutes on average every day, which is much more than Instagram's latest stats for that same demographic. There are 20,000 photos shared on Snapchat every second. It would take you 10 years to view all of the photos shared on Snapchat just within this last hour. By the time you'd view those, another 880,000 years worth of photos would have been shared. So Snapchat is the top social media site for a number of reasons. Number one, it's not technically a social media site. It's more of a social platform. And the 24-hour lifespan of the content creates scarcity, so people want to look at it quickly before it disappears. Imagine the scoffing, though, when advertising and content marketers first heard of a platform where the content would only live for 24 hours, would disappear after 24 hours. If you're paying for an advertisement, you want it to, last forever. You want it to be passed along. But in reality, the scarcity that this 24-hour lifespan of content creates actually creates much more engaged users and people who interact with your ad in a much more engaged way. Since its inception in 2011, Snapchat has skyrocketed in prominence, especially among those under the age of 34. And it's an incredibly valuable network for those trying to target that highly desirable demographic. Another reason it's a top social media site is that 13 to 34-year-olds love this app for a number of reasons. Number one, it allows them to get perspective. So these are some quotes from that demographic. Snaps provide a personal window into the way you and your friends see the world. So you really get an idea of how that target demographic does view the world. Another reason is be here now. The stories are updated in real time and expire after 24 hours. So it's very much living in the present, in the moment. And it allows them to express themselves. So snaps are a reflection of who you are in the moment, and there's no need to curate an everlasting persona. The reasons that businesses love the Snapchat app is that it's the best mobile video platform with a focus on vertical rather than horizontal video. Also, they believe that Snapchatters are passionate and engaged as a demographic. Again, when you only have 24 hours to view the content, you're going to view it and you're not going to open it up and ignore it and think, I can get back to that later. You're going to engage with it in real time. And then curated content. As explained by Ad Age magazine, Snapchat offers something unique in the world of mostly broadcast, feed-centric social media: intimacy at scale. So think about these reasons if your brand or business plans to use Snapchat to engage with their core demographic. Snapchat users love the personal aspect of the app. So maybe the brand can offer behind-the-scenes footage or clips of your CEO offering quick video snippets of advice. So the Snapchat users want to kind of know what's going on behind the scenes. They want that personal interaction, that personal engagement. And the audience also loves the real-time nature and maximum 24-hour lifespan of a Snap story. So if you can share brief, exciting company or industry updates in real time, that it will also engage them. In our next video, we'll talk about Snapchat demographics.